Hello, my friend. It is Monday night fireside chat. I am Pat Sloan for Magical Quilting May, our challenges. And I had to bring, look. These are the irises from my yard. I live in Northern Virginia, and we have had these sort of odd cold snap things the last couple days. So I went out and got some of the irises and brought them in because I didn't want them to freeze. I wanted to see them. So I'm thrilled. They're so pretty and they have such a short time period. I actually have some on the one side of the house, which is where these came from, where I don't really even see them. I put some things in years ago, kind of like as a cutting garden. So that's where those irises are from. So my fireside chat is the longer version of my daily videos, so that it's in the evening. A whole different group of people can hang out here for the pre-chat room when we do a premiere, what it's called, so that about 20 minutes beforehand, people start jumping on and visiting with each other. So it's super fun. We do that in the morning too, but I know it's a different group of people who can take the time in the morning, even though it's shorter. Join us in the morning too if you've never tried it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, already on the Quilt Along with Pat Sloan Facebook group, I put the challenge up, and it is set it free, set it free. So what is that? That means today's challenge is to get rid of something you don't want anymore. It could be a ruler that's broken. It could be a thread that you've never liked. You've tried it, your machine doesn't like it, you don't like it. Hand or machine thread, whatever. It could be fabric that's not working for you. Maybe you have patterns, you've already made the pattern, so like you still have it. You've already made the quilt. You don't really need to keep that pattern. A book that you're like, well, you looked at it and you maybe made one thing and you're like, I don't really think I'm going to make that again, nor anything else in there. Get a box or bag and start putting these things in there. Do at least one today, and then my double challenge for you, double dog dare, is to do this every day for May. So by the end of the month, you'll have a minimum of 21 things that you've gotten rid of, or however many you get. Like for me, I'll probably have some groups of fabric where I'll be looking at something, go, okay, this whole group is, let's go. So today, the reason why this started for me was that I have been using this particular 12-inch ruler for a long time, and I like it, except that the company, this is a Creative Grids ruler, they have changed all the markings over the years. This was bought like so many years ago. And it's fine. It's not nicked up. I didn't like carve a curve in here with my rotary cutter or anything. So it's really good. But every time I pick it up and use it, I'm like, I don't like this grid work. They've got better grid work now, and this is old and it isn't what I want to use. And I'll pick it up and do what I'm doing, and the whole time I'm grumbling to myself that I really don't like this ruler anymore. So then I thought, when I was doing the calendar for May, I'm like, okay, that's what's happening. We are going to get rid of this ruler. I'm going to replace it. I'll show you the newer grid work. Has bigger circles. They're color coded. It has some different adhesive on the back. There's just a lot of changes because people improve things as they go along. So I have another one of these ordered, and that will go into a basket or bag that I have for a friend that does charity work. So that will go off to her group, or it will go to the thrift where she works or she volunteers that supports the local hospital in her community. So all the money from that thrift store helps the hospital. Either way, everything that I'm finding will go there and find a new home. Yes, somebody else who doesn't have a 12.5-inch ruler will be thrilled to have one. And I will get a ruler that makes me happy when I pick it up and use it. So look around. I'm sure that you have at least one thing today. And if that's all you do is today, that's fine. But I'm daring you to do it every day for the rest of the month and see if you can get at least 21 items in that basket or box. And already some of our friends at Quilt Along with Pat Sloan have a box or a bag and they've showed me or told me what they were doing. Somebody had a broken ruler they were still holding on to. You know those ones like you put duct tape on it, like you're like, okay, I can use it for a little bit longer. Set it free, set it free. So, and I am going to show you, I can't believe I'm going to say this, I am going to show you every day in May what I found to get rid of. So I am going to do it too, because I think just taking a little bitty chunks like that is effective, because all you have to do is find one pen that doesn't work anymore in your pen cup. Gold, you did it for the day. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Perfect, right? Perfect. So there's a few things going on or coming up that I want you to get in on them and get your stuff ordered if you need to order anything, because ordering takes a little bit longer now. And I don't want you to, you know, be behind. So the Jolly Bar Sew Along, this is the book, and this starts on May, I got it down here, May 21st. And we're taking every quilt in the book, we're taking blocks from it and making a row quilt, a row by row quilt, which is super cute. And it's not too big, it's only 51 by 56, so it's a nice size. And then you get to try every single block. I made it one more block for you to see. I'm using the canning jar fabric. This is the fabric line I'm using by my friend Corey. And it has this gorgeous aqua, and there's stripes, lots of stripes. So there's the aqua. Let's see. Orange. I love orange. And there's a green. See, she's got these great prints. These are kind of her signature designs that she does a lot of things. There's a pinky red, and then there's gray. Whoops, slipped. Oops, well, you see the gray. So really cute. Here is the spool block done with Corey's canning day. Yeah, canning day fabric. So the Jolly Bar is 5 by 10. It's half of a layer cake. It's an exclusive to the Fat Quarter Shop. They have them cut. So they have the book and the sew along. It is so perfect. You just need to get in on it under the video down below. Yeah, the video we're watching. There is a link to my website, and there I have all the information. I also have a link right in that below the website link that shows you to the book and to the fabric. So if you want to get a canning jar or any of the Jolly Bars. So here's two other styles. This is Joanna Figueroa's, my friend Joanna, and her style is, she has this classic Joanna fabric. It's really cute. And then Leela Boutique's Harvest. This is different. It's really nice. I like the blues in it. And then it's got this gray, like a blue gray, like a Civil War kind of blue gray. That's really nice. And then green, the flowers are cool. So cream background and kind of like a tan, like a taupe. It's like a taupe. And these great big fun dots. So this is another fun one. So we're doing a row a week for however many rows that was. It's till July 2nd. So if you miss the first week's row because you're waiting on your stuff, you can still catch up totally fine. But I want you to get in on it. This will be a fun one. So if you didn't do Baby Charming, or even if you did, get in on this. Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. It'll be so fun to do a row quilt. I have not done a row quilt in a long, long time. So it'll be super cool. Now, I talked the other day. Was it just yesterday? I don't know. It might have been yesterday. I forget what day of the week it is sometimes. I think it was yesterday. I talked about the Freemotion quilting for June. So like June, you know how we're doing the rainbow quilt, and we did the stay-at-home block last month. Well, in June, what we're going to focus on is Freemotion quilting. Rather than making a quilt top, we are going to focus on quilting our quilts. Yeah? You like that? I thought you would. So everybody wants to do more Freemotion quilting. This is universal. When I started quilting back, when I started, 30 years ago, whatever it was now, I knew I was going to make a lot of quilts, so I knew I was going to have to learn how to quilt them. And it never occurred to me to do anything other than learn Freemotion. I just assumed everybody learned to Freemotion quilt. And so I will be talking a bit about my experience. I mean, I can still remember learning like it was yesterday. I mean, it just was quite, for some reason it sticks with me. So I will be your cheerleader in June to get us Freemotion quilting, because it does take practice. And then a lot of people don't like that word, but you're going to get used to it. You'll like it. But the thing that that makes it hard, like I ask people, why haven't you tried it? Or why are you afraid? Because people say, I'm afraid. It's quilting. I don't understand what you'll be afraid of. So why are you afraid? So what they're afraid of is, everybody's afraid, or people who are afraid, afraid of messing up their quilt top. And I can understand that, particularly if you spent a lot of time on something. You certainly don't want to put your very first Freemotion quilting effort, most people don't, into their top that they spent a year piecing. I mean, you can rip out Freemotion quilting, but it's not fun. Ripping out nothing is fun, but ripping out Freemotion quilting, I think, is less fun than anything else. So I don't want to do it. So I can understand you not wanting to do it. So my key to this is to use a panel. And that is what we're going to do in June. We're going to Freemotion quilt on panels. Now you might have a top that you're like, I don't care about this top. Great. And I'll give you a couple other options like this week. And later in this week, maybe Friday or Saturday, I'll do a blog post on this. But I will have the information at my website for today for the fireside chat. So I am going to reference my book a lot, because I wrote all the stuff in my book. So I'll be referencing this. And in here I have, and I showed you this the other day, I have this section called, five easy steps to being a quilter, a better quilter. 5 easy steps, yeah. But one thing is to use panels. And so here's a panel, and a lot of panels are baby quilts. A lot of people start that way because they see it, but there's all kinds of other panels, and I showed you a few yesterday, like this one. This is a great beginner panel. It's not, it's a little different, which is why I like it, because I've been quilting a long time, so I'm sort of looking for things that are a little bit different. And it's the Tigerfly line from Ruby Society. I'll link you. It's all linked up below there, and it's these big butterflies. What I like is that it's this skinny size. I think I might put maybe a dark, like black, or like this navy blue, like a little 1-inch border on it, and that would be it. So it's like a long, skinny quilt I can just hang on the wall. You could actually use it as, you could use it as a table runner too. I mean, it's a little wide, but I think you could run it along a table. That'd be pretty cute. It comes in a couple of different colors. I got all the links down there and that on my website. But this is what you would do, is what we'll be doing is we'll get this basted, and then we'll Freemotion. Like, you have something to look at. You have an image here to go around, that you're going to make things in it. And you don't have to have a lot of perfection, because your thread is not going to show up a whole lot on there, honestly, with all that pattern. These are really good for that reason, that the more stuff on it, your quilting becomes things that enhance the image. That's what you're doing. It's like an applique quilt. So like this baby quilt, that one has, the tree and the little images in it. So I went all around them, and I will try to see if I can find that quilt. It's somewhere here in the house, and I'll have it for June. Now, I did also show you the Dream panel, because a lot of people love the Dream panel. And it's a great option to use, because here it is, the Dream panel. It's these great big flowers, and there's all of this space for the petals, so that you can take a big petal and do a design in it. And if you go search on the internet, you can just do Dream Big panel. You can find lots of pictures people have shared of the quilting that they've done in them. So if you're looking, let's say you've already done some machine quilting a little bit, and you're really looking to enhance what you do, like, take it up another level, the dream panel is good for that, because you would outline the petal and then inside you will do some things, and I'll be talking about those. I'm not sure what I am going to quilt yet. I'm thinking I will quilt on one of these dream panels because I have never done one. This is the first time I've ever owned a dream panel. So I never bought any of them. I just seen them at the shows already quilted. So it was, I thought it was really interesting. They're digital printed and they're just filled just like every other fabric. So then I also forgot I had this panel, which I'll link you up to. And this is Paris, painted Paris. So it has the Eiffel Tower and then these roses at the bottom. So this is another style of panel. This is also not very wide. I would probably put get some sort of border fabric that goes with this and border around it before I would quilt this one. But these are great sizes. Panels are also great sizes. So whatever machine you're quilting on, you will not have a huge thing to maneuver around, particularly if you're first learning. Because when you're first learning, it's enough just to get all the motion going without having a lot of bulk to worry about. So smaller is better. So a panel is a perfect size, no matter what panel you're getting. Some panels are pretty big, so just do check that. Try not to get the biggest panel out there. Try to get, I think the dream one is like 40 by 40, I said, so it's not too bad. I will link you down to these specifically, and then to pages with other options. So you can get the kind of option you want. Like one lady on one of our friends at Quilt Along with Pat Sloan, she has a whole basket of Disney panels that she'd been collecting. So it's like, they're so cute. She has showed a picture or two of them, super cute. So you're going to need a panel, and I hope you have my book, or you get my book. I hope you do that, because I will reference it so that you can go and look and see what I'm talking about, see the notes, and there's a couple of links there for book owners, so you can go see a couple of videos. So basically, I will be your cheerleader in June, and our sub-project for June will be to, every few days, I'll be doing something to talk about Freemotion quilting, giving an assignment of what you're doing, sharing something, showing something. And your goal, your mission, if you want to take this on, is to commit to June practicing. And that will be a big discussion point, but a big discussion of one of the days here coming up. I'll talk about the P word. But if you decide in your head, okay, this is what I want to do, June is the month I'm going to do it, I will commit that every so many days I am definitely going to be Freemotion quilting, if not every day. And basically, if you could commit to every day, by the end of the month, you will see massive improvement in your Freemotion quilting. If you quilted, 10 to even 10 minutes every single day. It's a mind, memory, motion thing. It's actually a physical thing that you build up to. And so if you do it once and then don't do it again for 6 months, you basically have lost everything. Once you build it up, it's kind of like when people say riding a bike, you get back on, or driving a car, something like you've built up all these skill sets. Once you built them up, you can go long stretches without using that skill set, and you can then lock it back in more quickly when you pick it up again. But you've got to practice to build that mind, memory, motion, and get it locked in for you. And that's what June is for. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. It'll be fun. It's all fun, because why not quilt your own quilts? Especially the smaller ones. You don't need to send everything out. You can do some of it, or you can actually have a finished quilt if all you have are tops. Like you have lots of tops and no finished quilts, or just straight lines. Put a little curve in there. So we have the rainbows going on today. My yellow is, I've got cactus. Yellow cactus. That cracked me up. I have no idea why I don't have as many novelty prints as I thought I did. I'm going through these fabrics and I'm like, I should have a lot more. So I don't know where this fabric came from. Maybe a bundle that came, but I really like it. Oh, it's like all kinds of threads on there. You didn't tell me. It's like walking outside with threads on. And then this last one I found, this was a part of a Jolly Bar that was left, and so I chopped it up into the 5-inch square to use. So I've got yellows. So we have, I think, one more day of yellow. I think that's what I have, and then I can start sewing that next section, the second one on the top. So I don't have any green, then we'll be getting into the green. The green is, that is our most, right? Yeah, so we have the most triangles for green. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How's your rainbow quilt coming along? Have you finished? I ordered border fabric. I hope I like it. So I was looking, I don't really have anything I wanted to use. I saw some of the borders fabrics people were finding in their stash, and I was very jealous. So I was like, I needed to order some. So I got it, so it will be here by the end. Okay, I have to show you some fun things, because some of our friends have sent me fun little things, and I wanted to show you what I got in the mail. Not all at once, but I haven't showed it, and I was neglect. I needed to show some fun things that came. So Sherry sent me one of her baseball bags. Looks like a baseball. Look how cute that is. Thank you, Sherry. It's from a casino, so it's like one of their advertising bags, but it is so darn cute. When I go to Florida, my brother and his wife are really into baseball, and so they take us to the with the training. I mean, I don't play baseball or really have any idea, so what I'm talking about, but I think it's like the preseason. So like the big leagues come down there for their training. So you're seeing people who may or may not be in the league. So as we go and watch. Okay. So this one came from Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen sent this whole little like package for me to try of this stuff that's like chalk that you put on and you create. Like there she did a Merry and Bright for me. I've had this a little while, and I've not tried it yet, but it is. Have you guys done that? So she has these little packets that come with it, and it's a whole process, but they're just so cute. It's so fun to learn something new, and especially if you put it on fabric. So Mary Ellen, thank you for that. Still have to try it. Maybe my summer project. Who did this one? This one came from Lucille. She sent me some coffee fabric. I love it, love it, love it. And the bookmark that also had one of my fabric lines in it as a salvage. Not going to have to use that. I'm going to put it in my book here, wherever I put my book. It's going to go in there. Thank you. I had a yummy, yummy Starbucks from Sandra, which my Starbucks is now open for not all day. I think I have to order by like right now by 1:30 in the afternoon, and then they close. So they're only doing pretty much morning through lunch hour, and then they're closed. And the inside's not open. But I can walk there. So I am going to go and enjoy a coffee this week on Sandra. Thank you, thank you. And then Diana. If you were on the Facebook group, you saw Diana's Marilyn Monroe fabric. How cool is that? So she sent me a piece of it. I do need to do like another stay-at-home quilt with all my novelties. Just go through all my novelty fabrics and find them. I don't know. I just think that would be so cool. Like a whole big, big quilt. Of all the ones I didn't use, do another. Okay. I had some fabric that it actually goes with this butterfly. I want to show you. Oh, wait, before that, quickly, I am doing here. Ta-da! Whee! Traffic jam. Take a look. Take a look at my traffic jam. I'm going to lean over here, take you up. There we go. so you can see it. Yes. I have 2 side borders on, and these are what's left. So, well, not really what's left. This is what I have to do for the top and the bottom. I had to sew them, but I don't really need that many. This doesn't quite do one way across, but it's very close. Then I'll do the bottom. So I also have, see the top of my sewing machine? This is all in order here. Well, not in order, these are just to use. So I'm building it as I'm sewing other things. I'm building the top and bottom for that traffic jam because I want that one done. I want that one done. It's too long. Okay, I'm going to show you this, and then I have our giveaway person. Yes. Push that over there. So this butterfly panel is part of a fabric line, and I have some of the other pieces in, and I wanted to show them to you. And they are the ones that make up this butterfly quilt. I showed you this the other day, and I just love it. I don't think it would be that hard to make. It's 72 by 72. You could actually make it a bit smaller because there's a pretty wide border around that. So if you didn't want that big of a quilt, you could make it smaller. But here is the fabric. I just want to show you. Come on down. Come on down. So it's all from, whoops, it's all from this tiger, words are not coming out, tiger tail or tiger something it's called, the fabric line. But it has the gorgeous butterfly. There we go. I'm just going to show you real quick because it is super cute. Oh, I took a chunk out of this already. So there's navy with the dots, and here is another piece with elephants and giraffes and deer. But I like when you see it from a distance, you just get texture. You don't necessarily like zone in on everything that's there. I just love how that looks from a distance. Then the whole line has these amazing tigers. They just crack me up. They're just like so cool. Okay, they're upside down because I can see them right side up. There we go. So you can see the tigers. Tiger tail. There's snails with a kind of a copper color, which just makes like a repeat. Like when I look at this, this is like a black stripe to me. It's like a black with some sort of repeat. Here's like the sky at night. This has all got sort of a nighttime feel to it. More butterflies on, instead of on medium blue, these are like on a dark blue. And then another one I took a chunk out of, but this the suns, and then a gray background, and then we have tigers on light blue. There's a few other colors in here too. A medium, I think there was a pink tiger maybe, and then some more stars. So it does have this sort of nighttime feel to the whole line. And it goes with, and then there's the panel, they have a panel that's not green. They have 2 other backgrounds colors. But there is the big butterfly. So I just think it's super cool. And I don't know, I might have to make that big butterfly and then make this panel. So there it is. I might have to make this and make the panel. So you can see some pink in there. I have pink fabric. This is kind of basic pink. So I could like use this bundle and then add the pink. But I'll link you up to all that. Okay, put that back here. So what we have is, first let me bring this up. Whoops. Bring it up. So first let me do the giveaway, and then I'm going to do a second giveaway and do a new giveaway, a new goodie bag, and I will leave it open for 2 weeks like I did this one. I think that's fun. Leave it open for 2 weeks. So if you didn't get a chance, or forgot, we can do it like that. So this bundle had the charm pack. It has a ruler in it and the notebook thread, buttons, all kinds of fun stuff. And the question for this one was, where is it? Oh, do you use charm packs? And this goes to Laura Robb. So what Laura said, I loved her answer. Laura says, who doesn't love a charm pack? She said her second quilt was an Irish chain, and she made it with a colorful charm pack and white fabric. So this will go to Laura. I will email you. So I have a little goodie bag to build for this week. I've got a charm pack. Speaking of charm packs, charm pack from my friend Chelsea and Sherry, so called Walkabout, and have spool of Aurifil thread, 50 weight. So if you've never used Aurifil, or if you love it like me, a little Olfa knife, and I still have a few of these rotary cutter pins, so I'm giving those away still. Plus the super cute project booklets. I'll link you up if you want to get one of these project booklets. They're really excellent. Whoops. There's the bookmark, one of my bookmarks. An Aurifil card about all the thread weights, and this little backpack from the Fat Quarter Shop. Eat, Sleep, Stitch. And I think these are still available, so I'll link you up to those too. But it's nice heavy weight, and so you can put your project you're doing in there, take it with you. I love this. So the question this week at my website, go over to the website under the video, is what I say. Who the last quilt you gave away, who did you give it to? And it doesn't have to be one you gave away recently. If you haven't given away a quilt for 2 years, like, who did you give that last quilt to? So tell me who you gave your last quilt to. And remember, it helps my small family business when you use our links. So any of the links I have under the video, any of the links I have at Facebook, over at my website, thank you. Greg and I thank you so much. This has been super fun. Thank you for joining me here on Fireside Chat Night, Monday nights. Every Monday night. It's always, almost every Monday night. It's live. It's not live, but it's here for 8:30 p.m. Okay. Come join me over at Facebook. I really want to see you there. Thanks, friends. Have a good night. Mwah. I love you. Love you so much. Bye-bye.